I don't know. I guess I see
No
both sides of
comment.
that one. But,
How about some rays of sunshine from you, Nick? We'll
I
take
wish.
that.
I wish we were going to see some of it today. Probably not going to be the case for most folks, though. In fact, we've still got a flash flood watch in effect until 7 p.m. later on today. Now, we may see this canceled just a little early, but it is a very wet morning right now as we are tracking some thunderstorms moving through parts of the region. A lot of folks, no matter really where you are right now, seeing some rain, and some of that rain is pretty heavy. Now, the sunshine that we're talking about, Dave, it returns on Friday and Saturday. So does the mild weather. Sunshine as soon as we get it here this time of year. Of course, we're going to be heading into the first part of May this weekend, and it's going to quickly bump up temperatures, especially for the first part of the weekend. We are tracking some more wet weather, and I've brought now the rain chances into Sunday, as it looks like more and more that this storm system that we're dealing with later this weekend is speeding up just a bit. But right now, tracking showers and storms making their way through southern Illinois, and really the strongest storms there into western Kentucky. We'll start right now through, say, McLeansboro and just over towards the Aiken area there east of Benton, right along Route 14. Some very, very heavy rainfall right now. We could see some pea-sized hail maybe in a couple of these storms. These are not severe. In fact, we've seen very little in the way of severe weather this morning, but this will continue to track to the east over towards Enfield and eventually cross into, say, White County and head over towards Carmi and North City and Broughton there in the southern sections of the county. And further to the south, continuing to watch this line of stronger storms through about Bardwell towards Clinton, Kentucky, and then down over towards Union City, Tennessee. This is moving to the east at about 45 miles per hour. Once again, not severe right now, but we could see some wind gusts, 40 to maybe 50 miles per hour out of this. And to put a storm track on this is going to be over the next 60 minutes. That will take it over closer to Calvert City, Benton, Kentucky, Murray, Kentucky, and Paris, Tennessee. So again, not severe, but some very heavy rainfall, a lot of lightning, and some gusty winds as this makes its way through parts of the region. A very wet morning, though, for everyone. One of the areas dealing with that right now is Benton. There's a live view on the square, and a lot of folks getting their day started. Temperatures are into the upper 60s. We are tracking a cold front dropping in from the north and west, and there is some cooler air behind it. Nothing real cold, but Kansas City into the upper 50s this morning. Locally, we're into the upper 60s, and to the south, Memphis, Tennessee's at 74 degrees. There's the cold front. It will work its way through gradually today and eventually shift some of the heaviest rain to the south and east. Still some showers and storms possible across western Kentucky at about lunchtime, and maybe a hit and miss shower even into western Kentucky late this afternoon. By tonight, the rain clears on out of here. We're going to quickly see skies clear, and we're going to see that sunshine return for Friday and Saturday. So how much rain to expect? Well, some of this is already falling, especially across parts of southern Illinois, but some areas still could pick up an additional 1 inch of rainfall here as we go through the rest of this morning and even into this afternoon, especially into parts of western Kentucky. Of course, you can track all of that wet weather on the Storm Track 3 app, that interactive radar. Make sure you're tuning in with us to stay up to date, but also on the go, you can be tracking those storms. We are expecting a bit of a pattern change once we head into the weekend. Area that brought us the rain, they're shifting to the north and east, but another storm system is going to develop down into Texas, and it's going to move our way, and it's the reason we've added that rain chance into the forecast there on Sunday. So something to watch there. Temperatures hovering into the 70s, more wet weather into the early part of next week. Something, of course, that we really don't need to see more of after we've seen all of this wet weather that we're dealing with this morning. But looks like at least Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, we are going to be tracking some more chances for some showers and storms. Temperatures, though, into the 60s and eventually bouncing back into the 70s by the end of the week.
Man, I tell you what, this rain has been coming down, and my security alarm was going off, or security camera was going off this morning, and it was the rain driving all the bugs underneath my porch.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, you know, I know it's somewhat of a loud morning for a lot of folks, but thankful there's no severe weather, and we're really not anticipating much in the way of severe weather. But, yeah, the rain, it is pouring.
That is good news, though, no severe weather.